President Biden's plan consists of four main goals. They're right here. The first is to increase awareness of the threat facing Jewish communities in our country. The second is to improve safety and security. Third on the list, reverse normalization of anti-Semitism. And he says number four is to build community solidarity.
Now, investigative reporter Ryan Kruger joining us live in studio after months of reporting on the state of hate here in the Sunshine State. And Ryan, you have uncovered Florida has some of the highest rates of hate crimes here.
Yeah, the Anti-Defamation League says the Sunshine State has the fourth most incidents of anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S., behind only three other states, of course. Other reports show hate crimes have skyrocketed in recent years, and some in Southwest Florida's Jewish communities say it's finally time that something like this has come.
The crimes have happened in our communities.
Anti-Semitism is as old as the Jewish people.
Local Jewish residents attacked at their places of worship.
We stand against any type of hate crime in our community.
After months of showing you the rise of hate and anti-Semitism in Florida and the rest of the country, Fox 4 Investigates is now showing you what the Biden administration and some Jewish leaders feel is a start at a plan for solutions.
I think it's important to reverse the normalization of anti-Semitism, the normalization of hatred.
Brian Lipton is the regional director for the American Jewish Committee, which has been working with the White House to develop the first ever national strategy to combat anti-Semitism. The most recent FBI numbers show while nationally there were about 3,000 more hate crimes year to year, or a 12% increase, those involving Jewish people increased by 20%. Florida was above the national trend, according to the Attorney General's office, with a 16.5% increase in hate crimes.
This is something that is so scary. I mean, this is why this national strategy is so important.
The White House's plan is to increase education and awareness about anti-Semitism, which Lipton says is too often ignored or unknown.
30% of Americans don't know about the Holocaust, and the sooner that we can get to young children, the sooner we can stop the spread of hate.
And a couple things to keep in mind for important context. It is important to note that in the state of Florida, it is the law that Holocaust education be taught in elementary schools and high schools. And while local numbers do remain low as far as the number of hate crimes that happen, it's important to report when they are still happening. The White House argues that too many people believe anti-Semitic tropes and don't have a basic understanding of the Holocaust and American Jewish history, which they argue can lead to hate. Ryan Kruger, Fox 4 Investigates.